the tutorial is purely for women to look more accurate like the characters. Did you hear that, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely. Do you understand how laughable that is?
You're saying they don't want to look like the characters. They don't want to dress to make themselves happy. They don't want to look in the mirror and be proud of how they look. They're simply dressing for men. They're trapeze nerds is the word you use.
Right, well, that was the
You
joke.
don't think that women dress for themselves?
Well, of course they
You
do.
don't think that I should be able to put something on and feel comfortable in it and not have somebody make that kind of comment?
Well, okay, yeah, so, look, you can't just do whatever you want in life and expect that nobody's going to have anything to say at all about it.
Does my
Like,
clothing hurt you?
please. Here's one for the 661.
And my arms exposed. And you say I have my whole arse out. I have multiple photos. I have my own video footage.
Okay, 661. I saw the footage with like, shorts, again, so short that the pockets on your tiny shorts were sticking out of the bottom where you cut them off. 661 says, as a woman, I find this woman to be so offensive. I agree with you guys 110%. She knows exactly what she's doing, and I would respect her more if she owned it. But to lie and pretend she doesn't know what she's doing and that she's all this conservative, innocent little thing is to insult to both other women and herself.
Proud of my sexuality. I come from a family that has always been incredibly proud of our bodies.
That's fine,
Like, there's nothing at all wrong with me being proud of myself, and I know you're trying to argue that I'm not.
If you're so proud, then you need to own it. But like, as unfair as you think it is on your side of the ball, on this side of the ball, you're trying to draw a parallel. You're trying to draw a line from A to B that just cannot exist. Somebody's saying, like, you know you're doing. You're kind of teasing these nerds out here. Again, right? I wasn't attacking her. It was very jokey the way I was saying it. Absolutely. You seem to be having a good time with it during the interview. It wasn't until afterwards that you realized that you could use it for your own benefit that you got all like pissy and upset about it, by the way.
At the time, I didn't have a problem with what you were saying. It was how you edited it, and it was the fact that you guys, in your talking about it yesterday, said other girls weren't dressed as slutty, as if that somehow gives me permission.
It was edited in a certain way. Seabass, would you be willing to post the entire thing on it? Absolutely. Okay, no problem. Yeah. We'll do that. I can only cut out boring parts. I don't do that. Cut out any questions. You know, speaking of cutting out boring parts.
You said why would guys ever want to have a photo with me? You said no, you might ask. You feel like you got old information to try and use against me, as if that somehow justifies your actions. Because, I deserve it, I'm a slut, because
No, so you're insinuating. Nobody said that. You are insinuating. Anyway, this is all about whatever.
Talk about using your own information. Hold on. You just talked about your home country, and you said it was hot outside, and it was like 70 degrees.
73.
Yeah, and then
so
from where you're from, the average temperature when it's sunny is 80-something degrees. So it's weird how that would be hot for you.
How do you even deal? All right, so look, Mary, we're gonna give you one more opportunity. The floor is completely yours. We are not going to interrupt in any way, shape, or form, and you have the floor. I'm gonna give you up to 2 minutes to say whatever it is you want to do, and you just let me know when you're done, okay? I feel that's fair. Don't you feel that's fair?
Totally.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, the stereotype you're perpetuating is that attractive women are not allowed to be invested or interested into their culture or in their community. The way you use this is really damaging. It's damaging for women that they feel like they're not allowed to be a part of it unless they're doing it for some kind of ridiculous reason. You even said in your podcast that the Fedora man, your reference, would content of seeing me. You know, it's frustrating the stereotype that all people involved in these lonely, miserable nerds have no control of their sexuality, who must be women. Can you understand that kind of thing? And the fact that you feel like women are not involved in that culture is just entirely ridiculous. Like,
Hold on, your phone is now cutting out. It's just keep chopping up. You can't really understand even what you're saying half the time.
It's very difficult to hear.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah.
But all I'm asking is that you saw me. You saw Vernon walking wearing a tank top and shorts. And you thought that it was so inappropriate or so vulgar that you needed to point me out.
No, you seemed like an interesting person to talk to. There was a bunch of people taking pictures, the way I understand it from Seabass, correct?
You thought that I was saying, no, I didn't think you asked me my name. I didn't think you even asked me When I was there at Star Wars 4, I don't think you asked me who my favorite character was. I don't think you asked me if I thought he was nuts. What were the questions you asked to other people there? You interviewed other people, right? Did you interview
Of course,
them? Did you ask them about their interests, why they were there, or did you
of course.
talk about their clothing?
Well, sometimes if they were in costume, I asked them about those. Actually, yes. But
Why didn't you ask me? You didn't ask me my favorite character. You didn't ask me who I was there with.
well, that didn't get to that.
We had other questions for you first.
There was more interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, your
Yes.
first question was, why are you wearing that?
Look, it was a
No, it
tongue-in-cheek.
wasn't, it wasn't why are you wearing that. We said you know what you're doing, right? I believe that's exactly the way it started.
Because this, and by the way, they wouldn't have a cosplay is not consent sign there if nerds were not attacking girls dressed in skimpy clothing. So clearly this is behavior that goes on. So we were asking about that behavior.
Hold on.
This lady has decided to tease all these nerds by dressing like this. What's your problem?
This is my casual wear, man.
You know what you're doing though, right?
There you go. Right in the beginning. I mean, it's right there, right in the beginning.
And right in the beginning, I said this is like casual wear, and you still ask me later on.
Casual wear. This is real casual. Hey, look, you can do whatever you want. Again,
It is casual. Maybe
Mary.
it's judges here in America, and they have more issues with the female body. I didn't feel like it was that way. This is the first time that I've ever actually had somebody in America tell me that my clothing was inappropriate. And I was like, I am totally fine with people wearing whatever they want to wear. If they want to be modern surfers, that is their choice. But when you try and act like people have some alternative motives to wearing clothing, like, did you want me to empty out my bag and be like, oh, well, I had jeans and I had shorts and I chose to wear shorts because I had to walk, like, 2 blocks to the convention. I was walking around all day. It was hot. Like, I need to justify it.
We didn't say that your clothes were inappropriate because they weren't
We
inappropriate
don't care
at
what
all.
we don't care what you wear. All we're asking you is to acknowledge the reason that you're wearing it and that you know what you're doing when you go out that way. All right, well, look, Super Mary Face.
Check out our YouTube page.
Check out our YouTube page. I think we've given her plenty of opportunity to state her side of the equation. We can agree to disagree. Again, I don't believe it's appropriate the same way it wouldn't be appropriate for us to get on the air and tell everybody like, oh yeah, when you see someone dressed this way, that's just an open invitation. We would never say that. The same way, I don't think it's fair for you to then turn around and accuse us of trying to make it seem, at least with even your people that you have on social media or on your channel, that somehow we are encouraging people to do that and twisting the facts to get even more attention or even more sympathy on your side. I think for what you're after and your YouTube profile and everything else, you've got exactly what you wanted out of this whole thing. I hope it works out well. I hope you have a number of new followers who want to see all your tutorials in your way that you're, quote, helping people. And, we wish you good luck. I mean, how'd it go on Millionaire Matchmaker? How'd that go?
You do realize you were quoting from a party site.
Right.
You understand that?
Absolutely. Again, everybody in prison's innocent.
You're currently using against me is from a
Super Mary Face, everybody.
You is a right human.
Yeah. Super Mary Face. All right, thank you, Mary.
I know that you would like fact check. What's your reasoning?
Thank you, Mary.
I feel really terrible.
Come on, I don't want to hang up on you. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you for at least trying to give me an opportunity to talk about
We gave you plenty of the floor. Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Rock in Rio.
Grab your tickets now to see No Doubt, Linkin Park, Foster the People, and more at the hottest new venue in Las Vegas.
Weekends, May 8th and
Or
9th.
score tickets on all 98.7 mornings with Woody and 12:20, 2:20, and 5:20. Enter to win an ultimate VIP experience at all987fm.com. Keyword Rock in Rio.
I have a full life. Well, that's what I like to call it. And that means I have a lot to juggle. My family schedules, birthdays, sports, holiday activities, meetings. But I manage. Wait, did I treat the dog for fleas and ticks this month? Did my husband do it? What month is it anyway?
If you lead a very busy, full life, choose Seresto. Instead of having to remember monthly treatments, just put Seresto on your dog or cat for 8-month protection against fleas and ticks.
Oh my God, Are you a Maverick girl or is it all about Goose or Ice? No one really knows what he's saying.
But applying flea and tick prevention once every 8 months. Whew, that's a load off.
Seresto by Bayer, the performance you expect from a flea and tick preventive in a convenient 8-month collar for dogs or cats. Seresto is available at veterinary clinics and pet stores. Visit Seresto.com to find a location near you.
Here's Extra pizza and Pepsi Max. I came as fast as I could, but it took over 30 minutes, so it's free.
Really? You guys still do that deal? Nice. But the pizza shop is only 3 blocks away. What took so long?
Let me tell you, it was insane. First, I got stuck behind a guy who was seriously going 5 miles per hour.
Come on, man!
Then I got stopped by some workers jackhammering a crosswalk. You gotta be kidding. Then my car got attacked by a guy in a gorilla suit.
That's pretty crazy. Thanks for the pizza. Gentlemen, we nailed it. Yeah. Tonight, I toast my delicious Pepsi Max to you. Dan, good work on the slow cruise.
All right, man.
Matt and Blake, nice jackhammering.
Oh, thanks, man.
Man, it's cool. Guys, was the gorilla suit overdoing it?
Nah.
Pepsi Max. Maximum taste, nothing else. Genius.
Happy birthday, Mom! Check it out! I gave your car a total makeover!
Are those eyelashes?
Eyelashes, rhinestone license plates, and look, I even added sequins to your steering wheel!
There's a better way to get a sweet addition. McDonald's new cinnamon coffee cake and double chocolate mini buns. Or try the new cinnamon cream cheese or raspberry petite pastries. All fresh baked right in our kitchens and the perfect addition to a hot or iced McCafe coffee.
Ooh, honk the horn! Isn't it sweet?
At participating McDonald's.
Rock in Rio, the world's biggest music festival, is about to hit the U.S. and take over the Vegas Strip. Grab your tickets now and experience full concert sets from No Doubt, Metallica, Linkin Park, Foster the People, Rise Against, Deftones, Maná, and EDM Stage and more. This May at the hottest new venue in Vegas. Rock in Rio, USA. One-day tickets now available for $169 while supplies last. Go to all987fm.com. Keyword Rock in Rio for tickets and more right now.
This report's brought to you by Luxor Hotel and Casino.
Partly cloudy skies today, a high of 66 in downtown LA. In Burbank, expect a high of 70.
Only Luxor offers diverse dining and unique entertainment at an unbeatable value. Indulge your taste buds in any of their tempting restaurants or let their exciting shows and exhibits take center stage. Signature rooms and suites let you get your lux on in style. Visit Luxor.com.
Are you looking for a job? Because, so many job boards out there. It's like, where do you start, right? At ZipRecruiter.com. That's where. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can search jobs from hundreds of job boards in one place for free. It's just one click to apply to your favorite jobs right from ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. Finding a job has never been faster. Each week, you realize people apply to 1 million jobs they found on ZipRecruiter. Now you can too. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/hire-me to search jobs for free now. Again, to search for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/hire-me.
All 98.7 and iHeartRadio station. Available anytime, anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Text The Woody Show 22987. Message and data rates may apply.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good
Side.
Psychological experts talking about how much of an influence the older brother had on Johar Tsarnaev.
2 samples of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream tested positive for listeria, and that was enough for Bluebell CEO Paul Cruz to order a recall of all the company's products in 23 states.
We're heartbroken over this situation and apologize to all of our loyal Bluebell fans and customers.
Recalls have been ramped up by Bluebell since last month when 3 deaths in Kansas were linked to the outbreak. An Iowa farm is due to destroy more than 5,000 hens because of the bird flu outbreak in the Midwest. Maurice Patesky, the University of California, Davis.
It's a game changer in the sense that we haven't had the reservoir of avian influenza so persistent in the environment.
The measles outbreak linked to California's Disneyland, over now, did kick up a new debate about vaccines and those who oppose them. Now, as CBS's Allison Keyes tells us, there's new research on one angle.
It is the largest study of its kind, and researchers found no association between autism and the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, whether or not a child's older sibling is autistic. Despite other research over the past few years that came to the same conclusion, parents and others continue to think there is a link between the vaccine and autism.
The government says the jobless rate fell in 23 states last month, but went up in 12 and stayed the same in 15. The biggest job cuts happened in Texas and other states with oil and gas drilling. Dow's down 72. This is CBS News. An arrest is was made in connection with death threats against a San Gabriel Valley schoolgirl.
And a key vote is set today on a possible new LA area football stadium.
This is KNX 1070 News Radio. I'm Tom Hewell.
And I'm Linda Nunez. It's Tuesday, April 21st.
Here's what's happening at 9:03.
An arrest and an end to cyber threats against a student at a San Dimas Middle School. KNX 1070's Pete Demetrio is at Lone Hill Middle School, where classes and students are back to normal schedules.
San Dimas Sheriff's detectives, aided by the Sheriff's Cybercrime Unit, apparently managed to track down the individual who made those death threats on Instagram. Threats that forced a girl to stay home from school all last week. The girl remains out of school today as well. All that Sheriff's detectives will say for now is the person that is arrested is a minor, but nothing more until the District Attorney's Office makes a determination if charges of any kind, such as making criminal threats, are going to be filed in juvenile court.
Pete, any clue at this point as to who was arrested and the motivation for the threats?
None. There are some reports on other media outlets indicating that it is, or in fact was, the person who was actually the target of the threats. The District Attorney's Office, the Sheriff's Department are giving no credence to that at all. Part of the reason for the non-release of information is that a juvenile's involved. There are restrictions about the release of identity. The other part is that the arrest happened late on Monday, so prosecutors may not have had a chance to go through the criminal complaint just yet.
That's KNX 1070's Pete Demetrio, and follow Pete on Twitter at KNXPete.
Mayor of Carson says pro football will be played in his city, but first city leaders have to decide whether to put the plan before the voters.
Carson Mayor Albert Robles tells KNX if it makes sense to outright approve the plan like Inglewood did for a football stadium in their city,
then we will do it. And if it makes better sense for us to put it to a vote of the people, then that's what we will do.
He also says they need clarification on a new report that shows Carson could actually lose money based on a prior project that involved housing.
Housing was an option, and the report that was prepared by our financial consultant for the stadium assumed that that was a commitment.
These guys just want to see the NFL return to the area after more than 20 years without a team.
It's good for the city. There's a lot of fans out here that love watching football, so I think such a big city like LA needs a football team.
In Carson, Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
And you can follow Margaret on Twitter at Margaret Carrero.
KNX News Time at 9:05.
Traffic and weather together on KNX 1070 News Radio. Here's Tom Tran.
Good morning. Unfortunately, we start off with a couple of sig alerts. We'll start in Riverside on the eastbound side of the 91, just past Madison Street. Overturned vehicle here has 2 left lanes blocked. Traffic is jammed up from Adams Street. The westbound side of the 91 not faring well either. You're going to see those delays start back at about University Avenue until you get past the site of the accident. On the eastbound side, both sides of the 91, you can use Magnolia Avenue as a detour to get around those delays. The other sig alert southbound on the 405 at MacArthur down in Costa Mesa. Crash here blocking the carpool and left lane. They're trying to clear this out of the way. Traffic jammed up from Fairview, and the northbound side slow from Irvine Center Drive up towards Jeffrey. Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Our next report at 9:15 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 and CBSLA.com.
CBS 2 weather forecast is calling for some sun, some clouds with highs in the 60s to around 70 today. Nighttime lows near 50, fog and low clouds. 60s again tomorrow. 20% chance of showers tomorrow and Friday. 60 in Lancaster at 62 in Santa Monica and 60 degrees right now in Lake Forest. KNX News Time 9:07.
There's a push to get rid of some cameras that have led to tickets and fines for thousands of people driving in popular hiking areas in the Santa Monica Mountains. The cameras are installed near stop signs rather than at traffic lights. Diamond Bar State Senator Bob Huff tells KNX the way their pictures are handled is unfair to those who get caught rolling past the signs.
They do not have the normal due process. If you get a ticket, you don't even get to go to Superior Court and plead your case. You have some internal kangaroo court that listens to it, and they always find you guilty.
There are actually only 7 of the cameras in operation, and Huff says there's not even anything in the state's vehicle code that really regulates them.
Public forum gets underway at 10:30 this morning at UCLA on the pros and cons of legalizing recreational marijuana. Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom heads up the panel. He's in favor of legalization, and he tells KNX the aim of this panel is to gauge the potential impact.
What we're trying to do with this task force that we convened over 18 months ago is ask the tough questions. How do you deal with DUIs? What do you do with restrictions in areas where the drug can be smoked? How do we deal with the issue of advertising?
Newsom says today's forum is focused on public safety. There is a move to get a recreational marijuana initiative on next year's state ballot.
Smaller police departments in Los Angeles County are coming under fire after a report by an advocacy group found that they use a federal law to seize property when owners are not charged with a crime. The report by the Drug Policy Alliance shows several cities appear to rely on the revenue.
Plastic bags suddenly back in favor in Huntington Beach 2 years after making it illegal for markets and other stores to use those bags. The city council voted last night to repeal the ban. Councilman Mike Posey was the main force behind this reversal. He tells KNX the ban was just another example of too much government interference in everyday lives.
We are adults. We know how to recycle. We know how to reuse. And for the most part, I think most residents of Huntington Beach, myself included, already use paper, already use reusables.
The repeal will take effect 30 days after another vote soon that's expected to confirm the decision.
Los Angeles City Council will consider today offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of whoever struck and killed a 57-year-old woman in North Hollywood, then fled. Melva Chapman was hit by a white Toyota Tacoma pickup truck just before 8:30 on the evening of February 27th while she walked across Satakoy Street near Lemp Avenue. She died at the scene.
Citizens group filing suit against Apple and Samsung in LA Superior Court. They wanted a judge to